What's good, people? Today, we got something special. A Cologne podcast special. That's right. A lot of you guys don't know. I am actually the official third member of the Cologne podcast. Yes, it's me. It's not Todd. Never Todd. If you don't know what the Cologne podcast is, don't worry. Judging by their YouTube views, nobody does. Cologne podcast is advertised as two best friends, three best friends, wearing fragrances for a day, and then giving their, in their words, not mine, their uneducated opinion. So I've always been a big fan of the Cologne podcast. By the way, these two guys are from Texas, so I brought the hat. Cue the cheesy porno music intro that they use. Hit it, Todd. Oh, Todd. How is that guy still employed? There's some great episodes on the Cologne podcast. You should check them out. They've had guests like The Fragrance Apprentice, TLTG Reviews. Oddly enough, they haven't had me on there yet. I'm sure a mere oversight or clerical error by Todd. Jesus, how's that guy still employed? We're going to be talking about a cologne fragrance that blew these guys away. They're not really into cologne fragrances, but they were very impressed by this, so I thought I'd pick it up. Ordered it all the way from the UK. It's actually one of my favorite episodes with a guy named Dan. I've probably watched that 3 times. That's right, Mike and Ryan. 50% of your viewing audience for that episode was me, damn it. I found the guy pretty genuine, pretty interesting. Got me interested in his fragrances, so I've tried this fragrance they were hyping, and it's called Insidious Absolue by Parfumes. This is the packaging that it comes in. This is the bottle. Some people said it looks like a vitamin bottle. I actually recognize this bottle. There's a niche brand that has a similar style of bottle. And by the way, the atomizer for these fragrances, good Lord, that might be the best atomizer I've seen on a fragrance. But how does it smell? I've made it my scent of the day, obviously. Oh, and before I continue, thank you, Cologne Podcast, for uploading a video that is a premiere that I waited for 4 days to watch and ended up being a 5-minute video. Yeah, you guys, I waited 4 days to watch a 5-minute video. If you guys would just come closer to the camera, both of you guys. Yeah, a little closer. Yeah, don't worry about this. This is nothing. Yeah, come a little closer. Yeah, a little smidge closer. Yeah. Okay. 4 days for a 5-minute video. Huh? Ah! Stop premiering your videos, you bastards. Anyways, back to the fragrance. I'm getting the scent in the air. They said it was an amazing Absolue Aventus clone, and I don't really feel that way. Matter of fact, the opening smells like if the company that makes Pledge tried to make a table cleaner, furniture cleaner, but instead of lemon, they tried to make it into like a pineapple or bergamot. Yeah, the opening is trash. Absolute trash. The name is fitting. That opening is Insidious. But it does simmer down now.
Simmer down now.
It does dissipate after like an hour. And what you get is still not very Aventus Absolute. It's more of like a Dior Sauvage flanker. It's more similar to like their EDP. The note breakdown for Absolute Aventus, it's like citron, probably bergamot, patchouli, musk and ambergris. You already know the deal with creeds, and I don't think it's very similar to Absolute Aventus. I do think it's good, though. I think overall, once you get past that terrible opening, I can't say enough how terrible that opening is. Dan, you might want to go back and do some adjustments. But when it dries down, it's actually a pretty good, spicy, masculine fragrance. Even now, as it's drying down, I mean, it smells wonderful. I still get a little bit of that off-putting opening in the background, but it's a good fragrance. It's strong as hell, too. I mean, the thing is just absolute beast mode. The longevity is pretty solid. You can tell that some care's been taken to make this a quality fragrance. The price for a clone, I mean, you are getting some high quality here, except for that opening. I think they're like $100 for 50 mLs. I mean, at that point, you might want to consider just buying the original, which is like $350 for 75 ml. I mean, so I guess my summary is it's a very good fragrance if you can get past the opening. I don't think you should purchase this as an Absolue Aventus clone. I think if you like Absolue Aventus, you want something with a little twist, something a little different. You like that style of fragrance. This might be your bag. You might even like the opening. I do not. It dries down to a really good fragrance with solid projection and performance. And if I were to give this a rating, I don't even think it's fair to rate this as an Absolue Aventus clone. I'm just going to rate this as its own, unique creation or fragrance. I would give this a solid 7 out of 10. We can't go too hard in the paint on the Cologne podcast because they have their disclaimer. They are giving their uneducated opinion. If only other fragrance channels were so honest. And this fragrance is good enough that I am actually interested in their other offerings. That's my take on Insider Parfumes Insidious Absolute. Thank you guys for watching. We're not going to go out with that cheap porno music that the Cologne podcast calls an intro. No, that intro that always cost me my monetization. Thanks for costing me $1.78, Cologne podcast. Now we gonna hit you with some real music. Dance us out, Robes 08.
Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, rep the set, gotta rep the set, chase a chick, never chase a bitch, mask on,